our job, and it was the news. It was front page news. Local council tries to sue man for doing it. They didn't even try to sue him or anything. They're just saying, can you not mow our grass, please? And they just made a big deal about that. And you knew slow news day when the front page was something about the West Country. You just knew it
Yeah.
was.
Anyways, I think we've beaten that to a pulp. Let's move on to the last one. I added yours, by the way, Pi.
I noticed that.
Yeah, alright. Boy must go through with chemo even though his parents don't want him to. Yeah, this is about. Were you guys gonna say anything?
I don't know. I can't tell about this. I lost a mate to cancer, and he goes for chemo as well. But I don't know. I think is I reckon it's good that they're trying to keep him alive and so on. But on the same point, I don't know. He's 13. I mean, you have to be 13 to join game fights, for example. You can make your own decisions and so on. So I reckon at that age, it's kind of borderline, but the decision should have been his.
I think he's more. I think he's just kind of. He's probably a little scared, to go through with it. I mean, just from what I'm reading right here, I didn't get a chance to read the article too closely, but I mean, first of all, his parents do have custody over him. They do need to make these decisions for him. I mean, if the fact that he is very, very ill, they need to fix that. And they need to do whatever they can to make sure that he's not ill because he's their responsibility. And I mean, it seems like if this is going to be the best way to treat him and make sure that he stays alive, I think it might be just more that he's scared to go through with it because of things that he's heard about it than the fact that he doesn't feel like he's ill. I don't know. That's my thought.
From excuse me, from what I got of it, it's I don't. First off, I don't believe that like our government or the government, any government, should get involved with personal issues like this. But at the same time, I believe that the parents should make the best decision for their child. And in this case, they weren't going to because of religious reasons, which is okay. You're gonna let your son die because otherwise he's gonna go to hell. Like I don't know. That's me. I just something that I think the kid was brainwashed. What were the statistics? 90% of all chemo patients with this type of cancer um, get better, and 5% that don't have the chemo get better. So I mean, it's a very very large jump in the odds, and they didn't want to go through with it.
I just realised
Um,
I actually misread the article. I thought it said that the boy doesn't want to go through the chemo.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the other
how.
way around.
I just read the rest of the article.
Yeah, I completely misread it. I thought the boy didn't want to go through it, but along the other side, yeah, I definitely think it doesn't matter what the parents think, because there was someone in the UK who died because they refused chemo. What's the point? I don't understand why just because religion says that you can't do it, you should do it. I mean, at the end of the day, you devote your life to religion, so why not devote religion to your life and just take a quick step away to keep life going? I don't understand that.
Uh huh.
I mean, I think Dan Brown said religion and science are two different points, both said in different languages, so why not say so in a different language instead? I don't understand, to be honest. I just can't say anything about it without getting too worked up. I don't get it.
I believe then I think it would be best for the 13-year-old to go with chemo because like 90% to 5% is a big gap, and like it, like the methods that his parents are want to use are probably not going to work, and he's probably going to die if he doesn't take the chemo. So I think, you know, for a child's best interest, it's like best to have the chemo instead of going with something that's highly improved. If
Uh-huh.
like if the chances were like about the same, then he shouldn't be like forced to go through the chemo. Like it was 90% chance of being cured with chemotherapy and 90% without it, then I guess the parents would have a stronger case. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nowhere near each other. It's an
yeah,
85% difference. I mean, there's a chance either way that he might not get better. There's a chance either way that he might get better. So just which one's got a bigger chance? And in my opinion, he's a child, and he in my opinion. I mean, you have to be 18 to have a credit card, and the reason why, or to sign for a credit card, or to sign for pretty much anything, and that's because you're irresponsible for whatever. You can't. You need your parents' permission to open a bank account, whatnot. And it's because at least in the U.S., I believe law states that if you're under 18, signing something doesn't mean anything because you can't be held accountable for it.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, 13 years old. I mean, I have an 11-year-old brother, and on WoW, talk with this really annoying kid who's 13, and as they may be intelligent, but at the same time, I don't believe they have the mental capacity. They haven't learned enough to
Exactly.
be able to handle a decision like this, and nor should any 13-year-old have to handle a situation like this, make this type of decision for themselves. So
Yeah, I don't know if the 13-year-old can really like wrap his mind around the fact that I could die. I mean, because kids that age, they go through the stage of like, oh, I'm invincible, nothing's gonna happen to me. And I mean, he's tripped and scraped his knee before, and that's healed up pretty quickly, and he was fine. I don't think he can see the difference between that and cancer of I might die. I mean, I do think he should go through with the chemo. I do think the parents should, set. I don't want to say set the religion aside, but at least, I mean, kind of see that their son's gonna die if they don't do anything. Um, I don't know. It kind of sucks. I don't like getting into religious things, but I mean,
I don't know.
you
With I know quite a few parents. I actually dated a woman 10 years older than me with a kid, and I've never met a mother that was willing to put her child's life in jeopardy, and she's actually the one that showed me this article today because I work with her, and I can't think of one mother that I know that would put her child in any sort of dangerous situation. If she was sick and you had two options, she would pick the one that had the best odds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, most parents would.
weird concept to me, I guess. I don't know.
Do you guys have anything else to say, or do you want to move on?
Nothing else here.
Yeah.
Well, what's next? Because this topic ended.
The outro. Like, we're done. We just say our final thoughts. I guess this show has gone on for long enough. So, any
Okay.
final thoughts? Also, do you guys like that the podcast came back?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I haven't been on since number 3, so it's good to be back on again. I love
This
doing
is
it.
this is my first one. I've always wanted to do one, so I'm really happy I get to be part of it.
Yeah, same here. Where can you find the other ones? Because
I have a YouTube page, and they're on them. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Most of the good ones. And you guys are a lot different from my usual guests because for a couple podcasts it's like the same people because we can get anyone else on it. So this should be a lot different from the other ones.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully, people will like it.
So anything else?
I'll leave you guys with one of my favorite quotes. The best day of your life is the one on which you decide your life is your own. No apologies or excuses. No one to lean on, rely on, or blame. The gift is yours. It is an amazing journey, and you alone are responsible for the quality of it. This is the day your life really begins.
All right. Thank you. Very inspirational. Pie?
I don't even know what to end off with other than this was a lot of fun. I found it very entertaining and enjoyable. So I hope you all did. We were just BSing around, but whatever.
Seb?
Yeah, nothing major here. Yeah, just thanks for listening. I'll probably be on this again, though, me. So yeah, look out for me, and the accent, so that's all good.
I love G Other.
I love G as well, and I thank everyone for being on the show. We had some difficulties at first, but I think it worked out pretty good. And I'd like to thank everyone, and good night.